Veronica, quite an emotional roller coaster of an international break in terms of the Warriors and their performances. A bit of Jekyll and Hyde, when you look to last Thursday and the negativity that was spewed, the confusion, the disdain, the frustration that was there after that defeat to Algeria, who, to be honest, have always been better than us. I'm not sure what we were really expecting there, but then you flip that to Monday. Qatar, not necessarily a big name, but when you look at their ranking, 52 in the world, champions of Asia, hosted the World Cup, headed to the World Cup. I mean, just how have you been able to navigate the last couple of days as a Warriors fan primarily?
Yeah, I think we all have to admit that issues Zema Warriors is a very sensitive topic to anyone. Just go even in the streets, approach anyone, you talk about the Warriors, they've got something to say. So I think when it comes to issues of the national team, those are very sensitive issues. But also coming back home, I think we've got a lot of expectations when it comes to the national team. Obviously, everyone has got eyes on them and they expect 3 points every time that they go out there. And so when the points don't come, obviously, we are going to try and scrutinize, to try and identify where these problems are coming from. So I think winning that game against Qatar, it's more of a consolation that the fans have really been looking forward to in a very long time. So I think for now, I think you can see that even the atmosphere out there, people are trying to pick positives from what has been looking like more of a gloomy situation. So I think here and there, we do need these wins for us to manage the expectations of the fans.
David, last week on the couch, we were sort of taking a forensic look at Coach Mario's football philosophy, fast and very fast. I think you were very candid, very open in terms of maybe your skepticism in terms of his methods and whether he was the right man for us as we head towards the Africa Cup of Nations. After what you saw in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and in Doha, Qatar, has anything changed, or you still think he's not the right man for us?
No, I never said he's not the right man, but I just said the system that he wants us to play, and with the caliber of players that we have, and it needs a lot of training sessions. Because if you want to play fast football, we start from pressing, and also when you have the ball, there's a lot of movement in there. So with the way we played against Algeria first, and you could see with the first half, Algeria and we are to tamper that fast and very fast football because of the interchange of passes and the movement. You have it off the ball. Even they never allowed us to start play from the back. So which means we were, more on the long balls. That's why you find our central strikers have failed to score goals for us. It's either our wingers or it's our defenders through set pieces. And the system that we need to create is for us to have our strikers start to score goals. Because Qatar starts even with Mike on his. Every centre forward was tried. And and even up until now, we haven't had a centre forward who has scored. System here allows our wingers to score. So which means our centre forward has to be that one who can keep the ball for us and it allow my wingers to come in, even allowing one of my wing backs at Shandisa to come more.
We will hear from the horse's mouth later on. Coach Mario will share his plans in terms of what happens between now and the 21st of December when we begin our Africa Cup of Nations campaign. Tadi, before we get into our trending stories, there was a lot of chaos that was coming out of the Warriors camp post the Algeria defeat. But Mario came out very defiant and he says, you know what, you guys haven't won in 10 games. I'm going to make changes. He was very brave, very brash, as some might put it. And then, obviously, that win against Qatar. What has that done in terms of the perception that not only the fans, but various stakeholders have towards him as a coach as we build out towards the Afcon finals?
Yeah, let me start by thanking Coach Mario for easing the pressure in the country football-wise, because that win did a lot of some easing. I would like to also salute him for his philosophy, because the philosophy is now coming. You saw it in the second half when we played against Algeria, when we created that penalty and also scored that penalty in the second half, and then against Qatar, both first and second halves. So we were playing very well. It's very, very unfortunate that Zimbabweans love drama. It's very unfortunate.
But this is you.
No.
Teddy, you're always on the back page, always writing the
Yes,
articles.
yes.
And some people have accused us as members of the Fourth Estate as the chief instigators. Because if we were to go and look at the back pages on Friday and on Saturday, it was borderline negative most of the way in terms of how we're perceiving that. So, I mean, what role does the media play in that negativity, that drama?
Yeah, I'm saying we love drama. Why? Because there was no authentic media that reported about the perceived chaos in the Warriors camp.
But I saw you do reports. You're not authentic media.
No. We never said that. We never reported about that.
That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah, because
It was allegations, alleged.
assumed there was assumed chaos in the camp. But then when we saw the captain Marvelous Nakamba coming out in the open saying that no, the coach could be tough, but he's not like what you are saying.
That's
so,
clarity.
Yeah. So everyone was just negative about Coach Mario. Maybe they didn't like him in the first place, but at least he has won his first match, and maybe there is going to be some positives.